Hello. In this brief video, I'll show you how to edit a PDF form, convert a Word doc to PDF, and merge the files together. Because apparently some of you don't know how to PDF, and it's 2019. You may be able to view a form on the web. Like this one, for example, which is the summer funding request for the Rhetoric and Writing program. What you want to do first is download the form to your computer. I'm using Google Chrome as my web browser, so I'm going to click on the download button, and a window is going to appear asking me where I want to save the file. I'm going to save it on the desktop so I can find it easily. The next thing you'll want to do is find the form on your computer to fill out the required areas. So I'm going to select my desktop, and I'm going to look for that form. I'm going to open it up. Before, I was looking at it through a web browser. Now I'm looking at it through Adobe Acrobat on my computer, and I can start filling out the fields until I've completed the form. What I'm going to do next is save the form with a new name. I'm going to leave it on the desktop, but this time I'm going to give it a more descriptive name. DeVoss 2019 Summer Fellowship Form. Next, because the form requires that you attach a funding rationale, you're going to want to toggle to your word processing application. I'm using Word, and this is where I would want to write my rationale and include my description, my explanation, and my budget for my summer funding request. I'm next going to want to save my document. I'm going to put it in the same place as my form PDF. Ideally, you keep a well-organized set of folders with all of your funding requests and other program materials. I'll call this DeVoss Rationale. Next, I'm going to want to save this in a different format. I just saved it as a Word doc. This time I'm going to want to save it as a PDF. If you have a relatively new computer, or if you're working on one of the main office computers or in any computer lab on campus, you should see the option to File, Save as Adobe PDF. Again, I'm going to save this in the same place with the same name. So now I have two PDFs on the desktop of my computer. One is my summer fellowship form. The second is my summer fellowship rationale. Now what I want to do is combine those two files into one PDF. One way to do so is to use an easy free online tool like combinepdf.com. Using this tool, what I can do is open up the desktop folder for my computer, find my two files. One is my 2019 summer fellowship form. So I'm going to drag that over first. The second is my rationale statement, which I saved as DeVoss Rationale. I'm going to drag that over. Once I've uploaded both of my files, I can click on Combine, and the tool outputs one single PDF with both of my files. I can save that with a new name, and I'm ready to email it to Melissa. I'm also going to show you guys how to do this in Adobe Acrobat, which is a pretty expensive program, but again, if you're working on one of the main office computers, or if you're working in computer lab on campus, you're going to have access to Adobe Acrobat. So to combine files in Adobe Acrobat, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open that desktop folder. I'm going to click once on Summer Fellowship Form. I'm going to hold down the Control on a PC or the Command on a Mac key. I'm going to find that second doc. I'm going to right click or command click, and one of my options will be, if I have Adobe Acrobat Pro installed, combine files in Acrobat. Adobe Acrobat is going to launch. My two files are going to show up on the screen. I can click on Combine Files. It's going to take Adobe Acrobat a second. And what it's going to output is one single combined PDF. When it exports and shows you the final PDF, it gives it a generic name. So I'm going to want to save this with a new name. I'm going to save this with the final name of the file I want to use, DeVoss 2019 Summer Fellowship. Click on Save. I want to overwrite that existing version, which is just the first page of the form. And now I have DeVoss 2019 Summer Fellowship Form, my completed form, and my complete rationale in one PDF that I can email along to Melissa.